Hey guys, in this video we are going to create an amazing and beautiful virtual reality website with HTML and CSS. So let's get started without wasting the time. So as you'll see, we have a hero section, and the hero section have the amazing navigation menu, or we can say nav bar. In the nav bar we have our logo, and on the right side we have menu items, and in the hero section we have our title or the title of our website, which is this one, and the background image is quite eye-catching and amazing. So let's move to the second part. The second part of the build is also an eye-catching design, because we have a image on the left side and this card which contain a heading and a paragraph. So the third part is also very beautiful and eye-catching design. Here we have a heading and the button on the right side. And this part of the build is quite amazing and beautiful. We are using CSS grid and flexbox to align these pictures and give it a same gap where we will use grid gap. Here we have images in the background and text in front of it. So watch the whole tutorial to see how it works and how we will create this. So the last part of the build is our footer. In the footer we have logo, social icons, menu items, and this copyright text. So without wasting the time, let's get started and go to our code editor. You will get all of this code and all of the images and files that I will use in the description of this video. I will upload all of the code and the files in my GitHub repository and give the link in the description of this video so you can download and follow this tutorial. So I have my HTML file, images folder, and style sheet. First of all, I will import my CSS file, which is style.css. So we have a demo. I have a demo on my VS Code also. So first of all, you will see we have a logo and a navigation bar. So first of all, I will create a header. So we have a header and I will give it a name of header section. In the header section we have a navbar. Nav dot, I will give it a class of navbar, nav dash bar. And in the navbar we have a logo dot slash, I will go to the images folder and here we have a logo. On the right side we have nav items. I will give it a class name of nav dash items. We will create a div which contain the nav items. So the nav items have a tag. The link will be hash. So the text for our nav item is about carriers. First of all we have about. The next one is carriers. The other three are events, products, sport. So copy this one and repeat it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So the other threes are events, products, sport. Events. The fourth one is products, and the fifth one is sport. So let's save this one and open it with the live server. I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can use any code editor that you want. such as Sublime Text, Atom, brackets, whatever you want. So I will open it with live server. As you will see, this design is looking quite ugly because we haven't designed it in our CSS file, and we don't have a logo because the logo color is white and the background is also white. So we have to go our CSS file and style it. So first of all, I will remove the default margin and set the padding to 0. I will give the box sizing to border box because we don't want a default margin. Not this one. In my style guide, I will copy the colors that I am going to use in this tutorial. So first of all, target the header section. So I will copy the class name from index.html file. So I will copy the header section. Now I will target the header section. First of all, I will give it a height of 100 viewport height because we want to cover the whole screen with our hero section, and the background image will be URL dot slash. I will go to my images folder, and the desktop we have image hero. I will set the background position to center, background size to cover, and background repeat will be no repeat. Let's see how to look. Now you will see we have a hero image and it's looking quite amazing. We just have to style the navigation bar. So let's target the nav dash bar. So here we will use display flex. Justify content will be space around, align items will be center. So let's see how to look. Now you will see these have aligned, but we want to target the nav items. I will copy the class name, which is this one, nav items. So copy the class name of nav items, and I will target the a tag in nav items. Set the text decoration to none because we want a default style of links. Color will be white. Let's see how it will look. We just want to give a margin top to our, not a margin top, padding top to our nav bar. Let's give it a padding top of 30 pixel. Now you will see it's looking good. We just have to give a margin left to our nav items. Let's try 10 pixel and font weight of 500. I will save this one, and now you will see it's looking good. So let's first of all target the body and change the font style or font family. In the body, let's change the font family to this one. Let's save this, and now you will see how it has changed the font family, and it's looking amazing right now. So then our navbar part is completed. So let's move to the second part. The second part of our build is hero section, where we have this beautiful looking title. So let's move to the next part. Under the navbar we have a hero section, hero dash section, and in it we have a heading which will say, so I will copy the heading. So the heading will be this one. You can pause the video and copy the text. So instead of a complete div, we can use also simple heading, which will be this one. You are saying a BR tag. BR tag is basically for a line break. As you see, we have a line break after immersive experiences, etc. So I can save it. We have given it a class name of hero heading. Let's copy this class name and move to our style sheet and target this heading, and we will style it. So first of all, let's save it and go to our website. Let's see how to looking. As you see, it's not looking good. We want to align it in this same alignment as we have a logo. So first of all, we want to give it a color of white so we can view it easily. And now let's give it a margin left of, let's give it a margin left of 10 rem. Let's see how to look. So let's increase it into 30 rem. I think it will look good. Yeah, the 30 rem is looking amazing. And now we have to give it a margin top of, I think, let's give it a margin top of 7 rem. Let's see how it will look. Now it's looking nice. Let's give it a font size of 70 pixel. Font weight will be 300. And now you will see we have a beautiful design. Now so in the demo you will see we want to give it a border. So we have something like card like design. I will give it a line height of 1. And now let's see how it will look. Now you will see it's looking good. We just want to give it a height of max content, and the width will also be a max content. Now we will give it a border. Border will be 2 pixel solid white color. Now let's see how it will look. Now you'll see it's looking nice. We just want to give it a padding. So the padding will be, I think, 15 pixel from top and bottom, and let's give it a 40 pixel from left and right. Let's see how it will look. It's looking beautiful right now. So give it a something like margin top. Let's increase the margin top to 9 rem. Let's see how it will affect it. Now you'll see it's looking beautiful right now. The title is looking amazing. So the hero section is completed. Now we have to move to the next part of the build. So let's see what's the next part. The next part is this one. We have an image and a card like design on the right side. So let's go to our index.html, and under the header we will create a new section which will be, we can say, info dash section. And in the info section we have two containers. First one is info dash image container, and the second one is info dash text container. Oops, let's rename it again. Info dash text dash container. So in the info image container we have an image. So the image will be, I think, the leader in interactive VR. Let's import this image from our images folder. I will go to the images folder, and here we have, I will go to the desktop. Let's choose the Curiosity. Let's see if this is the image. Now let's try a different image. Desktop dash, I think, deep red fisheye. Soccer team, Curiosity, deeper fisheye from the above. Let's try interactive. I hope, yeah, this is the image that we will use. So the next part is the text container. In the text container we have a heading and a paragraph. So I will copy the text for a heading. Basically the heading will be the leader in interactive VR, and the paragraph will be this one. You can pause the video and copy this text. You can also use text of your choice. So as you will see, we have a BR tag. BR tag is basically used for a line break. So I will save this text and let's go to our website. As you will see, we have a quite ugly design. It's not looking great right now. So let's go to the demo. As you will see in the demo, we have a margin left and a margin right. We have it for these two containers, the grid container and the info container. We have default margin. So for this we have to create a container under the header, and in this container we will use all of these text. I will copy it or cut it from this and use it in a container. So you can also use this. So first of all, I have to copy this container class name and go to our CSS file. Here I will target this container, give it a width of 80%, save it, and we will use margin left of auto and margin right of auto to bring this to all the text or all the container in the middle. So now let's move to our the info section. I will copy the text for info section, go to our CSS file. I will target the info section and use display flex to align our items. Justify content will be, I think, space around. Align items will be flex and. So let's save it. Now you will see we have aligned our items in the center, but we want to reduce the size of this image, and we also want a margin from the info section at the top and the bottom. So we will give it a margin top of 15, viewport height, and a margin bottom of 15 viewport height. Let's save it and go to our index.html. In this file I will copy the class name of our image container and go to our CSS file. Here I will target the image in this image container and give it a width of 650 pixel. Let's save it and see how to look. Now it's looking good right now. We just have to target the image text container. So let's go to the index.html file and copy the class name for info text container. So copy the text class name and go to the CSS file. Here we will use a height of max content. Width will also be a max content. Now let's save it and give it a, first of all give it a margin left of I think -5 rem, because we want it to overlap this image. Give it a background of white. Background will be white. Let's see how to look. Now it's looking good, but first of all increase margin left. 8 rem is not looking good. Let's give it a 15 rem. How it will look. 15 rem, I think it's looking good. We just want to style the h1 tag, and so first of all remove the margin. First of all we will target the h1 and paragraph and style them, and then give it a margin left. So target the h1 tag in the info text container. We will target the h1. We will give it a font. Let's use the properties that we have used for our h1 tag in the hero container. So let's see how the h1 tag is looking. It's a black color and the paragraph color is looking gray. So the font size I think will be, let's give it a font size of 70 pixel, font weight of 300, color will be black. Now let's target the paragraph. In the info text container, give it a color of, I have a gray color, so the gray color will be this one, very dark gray color. I will copy the text color code and save it here. Now let's see how to look. Now the padding is too much, or not padding, the font size is too much. Let's give it a font size of 40 pixel. Let's see how to look. The 40 pixel is looking good. Let's increase the font weight to 500. How it will look. The 500 is not looking great. Let's try 400. The 400 is looking good. So give it a line height of 1. Line height will be 1. Give it a margin bottom of 15 pixel. Margin bottom will be 15 pixel. Now we have a gap between our heading and via paragraph. So let's see our paragraph. Here we have a line break after world class, I think so, and around. Let's see how it is looking. We have a line break after around. Let's move it into the different line. Let's save this, how it will look. So we want a line break after companies, I think. Let's remove the BR tag from here, and after companies use the BR tag, let's see how it will look. After transformed, we don't want a line break, so I don't think so we want a line break. First of all, let's give it a background color. To our container we have given it, and now remove this margin left and save the text. And now you will see our text is overlapping. We would just want to give it a padding. To our info container, padding will be, I think so, 15 pixel from top and bottom and 30 pixel from left and right. Let's try how it will look. Now you will see it's looking beautiful right now. We just so the font size we can increase. Let's try a font size of 50 and font weight of 300 as we have used earlier. You can try different values which looks beautiful for you. You can try that value. Now you will see it's looking beautiful right now. So the second part is nearly completed. We have a image and the card like design where we have a heading and this beautiful looking paragraph. So the next part is where the magic begins. So as you will see in the demo, we have this amazing part and this eye-catching design. This part of the build is quite amazing. Now you will see how we will build this part of the design. Let's go to our index.html file. Here we will have a div which will say creations, and in this div we have a heading and a button. So the heading will be our creations, and the button will be see all. So we will use flexbox to align these items in the horizontal direction. I will copy the class name and go to our CSS file and target this in the creations. We'll use display flex. Justify content will be, I think, space between or space around. Let's try space between. Align items center, not stretch. Center. Save it. Let's see how it will look. Go to our website which we are building. As you will see, it's not looking good because we want this text in a container. So let's copy this creations section. I can cut it from right here and we want to use it in a container. So under this section we want this. So let's see how to look. Now you will see this design is in the same alignment. Let's change the justify content of space between two space around. Let's see how it will look. It's not looking great. We want a space between. Let's save it, and now we have to target the h1 tag in creations. In creations we will target the h1 tag, give it a color of black, font weight will be 300, font size will be, let's try 70 pixel. How it will look. I hope it will look good. Now it's looking little bit of boring. So let's try 60 pixel. 60 pixel is looking good. So we want to give a margin bottom to our creations, which will be 15 viewport height. So we have to design the button right now. Let's reduce this size from 15 viewport to 10 viewport. I think it will look good. Yeah. So let's style the button in the creations container. In the creations container, I will target the button. I will set the padding to 10 pixel from top and bottom and 34 pixel from left and right. Let's see how it will look. Now you'll see it's looking good. Let's give it a border of none. Outline width outline will be none, because as you'll see, if we click it, we don't getting a default outline because we have set the outline to none. We can also use outline width of 0. So the color is going to be black, background color will be white. So let's save this and let's see how to look. It's looking good. We just want to give it a border of 2 pixel solid black. This will be the border. It's looking quite beautiful. So let's use a cursor pointer and let's see how it will look. Now you'll see the button is completed. Let's increase the font weight for the text of the button. Font weight will be, I think, let's try 400. I think 400 will be enough. Now you'll see it's looking good right now. So let's move to the next part of the build. The next part is looking amazing, which is this grid section. We will use flexbox and grid to align these items. So let's go to our index.html, and under this div we will create a new container. We will call it a grid dash section, and in the grid section we have, I think, let's see how many things we want. We have 2 rows and 4 columns, and we have total 8 items. So let's go to index.html, and here I will create h2 headings, or we can create h3. I will copy the text. So let's copy the text for our info container, not info, grid container. So you can pause the video and copy this text. So you can pause the video here and copy all of the text. Here you will see we have a grid section, and in the grid section we have h3 tags, and in these h3 tags we have our headings, which are these text: deep earth, night arcade, soccer, team VR, the grid, from up, above, VR, pocket, and this one, and for that, etc. Here we have given it 2 class names. One class name is same, which is this grid item, and the second class name is according to their alignment. We can change it, grid item 1, because we want to give a different background images to these, so we can use different class names. So here you can pause the video and copy all of this text. Now copy the class name for our grid section and go to our CSS file. First of all, let's go to our CSS file, our website, and let's see how it will look. Now you'll see it's looking ugly right now because this style is not looking good. So here we will target this grid section, and we will also target the menu dash items. So menu, not a menu item, it's a grid item. So let's remove the menu and use a grid, and the other one are grid item 1. I will copy the text and I will move to the not grid items, grid item. So I will target this grid item 1. Now the grid you have to write a dot. I will target all of these grid items. Grid item 2. The other one is grid item 3. We have 8 grid items, so let's target grid item 4, grid item dash 5, dot grid item dash 6, and grid item dash 7, and the last one will be the grid item 8. So first of all we will give a background color to our grid items. Let's give it some random background color. We will remove it later. So let's give it a background color of red. The background color will be pink. Here the background color will be something like the blue. You can give different background colors. These are for temporary. These colors are temporary. We will remove it later. So the background color for grid 4 item will be something like purple, and the background color for this one is will be I think this one, and we can give different background colors to different items. Will be this orchid or orchid, and the background color for this is orange, red. Now let's save this one and let's see how it will look. Now you'll see the grid is looking like this right now. Let's go to our CSS file. First of all, for the grid section I will use display grid, and here you will see a 2 or 3 lines of code will change the complete alignment. I will use grid template rows, repeat. We want 2 rows, and the height for our rows will be, let's say, 400 pixel, and we want a 4 columns, and the height or the width for our columns will be 200 pixels. Let's save this one. Let's see how it will look. Now you are seeing it's looking good right now. We just want to give it a gap between these items. So the grid gap will be 30 pixel. We can use the height of 500. Let's save this one. Let's see how to look. As you'll see, the height is looking, I think, more. We just have to give it a margin. First of all, give it a margin bottom of 15 viewport height. Let's see how it will look right now. Now it's looking good. So first of all, we just want to change the text alignment because we want this text here in the middle. We will use flexbox for this alignment. So the flexbox will be helpful for this alignment. And here you will see we have a code, and I will upload all of this code into my GitHub repository, and you can download this code from there because it will be helpful for all of you to follow this tutorial and do these projects with me. So let's move to the our Visual Studio Code. So the Visual Studio Code will be here. I will go to my CSS file. First of all, we will increase the width because we want it in the same direction. The alignment should be same. So as you will see in the demo, we want this text in the middle. So what should we do? We'll go to our index.html. We'll copy the grid. We have already grid item class. So we'll set this to display flex. We will set the justify content to center, and now you will see the text has aligned in the center, but we want it at the end of this. So now you will see a single line of code will do a magic. Align items will be flex end. So now you will see the text is going at the bottom. Just give it a padding bottom of 30 pixel. Now the 30 pixel is looking good. So now change the images for our grid items. First of all, the image for our first grid item will be the deep earth image. Let's use a background image. URL dot slash, I will go to the images desktop. So we have a background image of deep earth. So here we will have a background image of deep earth, this one. For the second one we will have a background image of, I think so, is night arcade. So the URL dot slash images desktop, which this one will be a night arcade, which will be this one. So let's remove the background color, set the background image dot slash. So for the third one we have soccer team VR, which will be this one, and in the grid item 4 we have a the grid background image. So I will import this image from our desktop. Grid one is this. As you will see, you can follow these steps and you can use these techniques for this alignment. The fifth one will be from up above VR dot slash, go to the images desktop, from up above. The sixth one will be pocket ball. So let's go to our grid item 6. Let's go to our images folder. So the sixth one will be pocket P, this one, and for the seventh one will be the curiosity. So the background image will be dot slash images folder, desktop folder, curiosity, and the last image will be this one, make it wish I I will also go to the images folder design. So here we have this Vishay. Now let's save. Now you will see a quite amazing magic that you can't expect. Let's save this one and now let's see. So here you will see a beautiful looking design. We just want to change the text and let's see how it will look. And this is the design you can build easily. So look at it. What a beautiful design. You have already built this grid section which is looking amazing right now. So let's go to our style sheet and give it a color of white. Color will be the white. Let's save this one and now you will see a color of white. We should reduce the font weight to 300. Let's see. I think font weight will be 300. And now we should give some of the properties to this image which will be a not a font. So that's why our font weight is not working. Font weight of 300. Now this will be the font weight. So font size will be, let's try 30 pixel. I think it will look large. Now it's looking good. So give some of the properties to our image which will be background size will be a cover, background position will be a bottom, background repeat will be a no repeat. Let's save this one and now you will see a beautiful looking design. As you will see, the color is white and in the picture it's hard to read this color, so we will use the box shadow for this. Now you can pause this video and copy this text. I will go to my index.html and to grid items I will give this property and now you will see we have a box shadow black and it's look, this style is looking amazing right now and the text is very easy to read. So this part of our build has been completed. Now let's go to the footer. So in the footer we have this logo, social icons, these menu items, and we have this copyright text. Let's go to our index.html and in the index.html we will create a footer which will be a footer dash section, and in the footer section we have two rows. First one will be a footer dash row dash 1, or we can just use one. The second one will be a footer dash row dash 2, and in the footer row 1 we have our logo, images desktop. Not in the desktop, we have our logo in the images folder, and the next part is this social dash container. In the social container we have different images. In the images folder we have Facebook icon, we have Instagram icon, the third one will be a Twitter, and the fourth one will be Pinterest. So now let's save it. Let's go to our website, and here you will see no text because all of these icons are white color. So we have to give a background color. So first of all, I will put the content for the second row, footer row. Here we have a menu, and the second footer row we have a menu where I have 8 tags. I will copy this and repeat it how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more times. I will repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the menu items will be about, carriers, events. First one will be about. The second one will be carriers. The third one will be events, and the fourth one will be products and sports. Products and sports. So in the menu, in the footer row 2 we have two containers. The first one will be this menu, and the second one is copyright. And in the copyright we have a text which will be this one, ampersand copy loop studios, which is our website name. Loop studios, all rights reserved, dot all rights reserved. You can write it in a paragraph. I will write it in a paragraph. Now let's save it. So first of all, copy the footer section class name. Go to our, first of all, let's see how the text is looking right now. Now you will see it's not looking great. We have to design it. So under the grid items, I will target the footer section. First of all, we will give it a background color of black because we have a black background. Color for text will be white. Let's see how to look. Now we have design right now. We just give to increase the height to, I think so, let's write 20 viewport height, 25 viewport height is looking good. So let's try 30. Now 25 is looking good. So just arrange them in the horizontal direction. So for the footer section we will use display flex. Justify content will be a center. Align items will be flex start, and flex direction will be a column because we want it in the column direction. So these items will align in this direction. So for justify content, let's try space around, how it will look. You can try different things. Space around is looking good right now. So let's target the footer row 1. We will use the same flex box to align it in the horizontal direction. Dot footer row 1 display flex justify content space between align items center. Let's see how it will look. Now you will see these have aligned in the horizontal direction. I will use the same properties or flexbox properties for footer row 2. So first of all, copy this one and go to our CSS file. Here I will use the same properties, and now you will see these have aligned in this direction. So in the footer row 1, I will target the social content, not a social container. I think I will target the image, which is the logo, and give it a margin right of, let's try 20 rem. How it will look? 20 rem is less, let's give it a 50 rem. 50 rem is looking good right now. So let's go to our next part in the footer row. So we have to target our menu. In the menu we want a display flex. Justify content will be a space between. Align items will be center. And in the menu we will target the A tag, which will be a link tag, and set the text decoration to none. Color will be white. Font weight, not font family. Font weight will be, I think, 400. Let's save this one and let's see how to look. Now you will see we just want to give it a margin left to our fonts, or we can set the margin right. So I will try 10 pixel. Let's see how it will look. 10 pixel is looking good. So let's target the, so let's give a margin right to our menu. The margin right will be, I think so, 30 rem will look good. I hope so. Let's see. Now you will see 30 rem is looking not good. So first of all, give a padding to our container, to our footer. You can try different values. Padding from top and bottom will be a 20 pixel. From left and right will be a 40 pixel. I hope it will look good. Now you will see it's looking okay right now. So let's target the social container. In this social dash container, we will give it a margin left of 10 pixel, cursor of pointer. I hope it will look good. 10 pixel is not looking great, so let's try 15 pixel. Oops. So we have to target the image, that's why it's not working. Now you will see we have a gap between these and the cursor is pointer. Now let's go to our menu. Let's increase the margin right to 50 rem. 50 rem is not great. Let's try 40 rem. 40 rem is looking good. So the font size is good. Now all in all, it's looking great. So this build is completed. We have built a beautiful virtual reality website design with just HTML and CSS. So let's show what we have built. First of all, we have built a beautiful navigation bar with just HTML and CSS, which we have where we have a logo and nav items, beautiful nav items, and we have a beautiful looking title in the hero section, and we have a eye-catching design of our background image of hero section. Now the next part is also looking good, where we have this card like design and on the left we have a beautiful image, and here we have a beautiful heading and a text. And the best part of this website is this beautiful looking grid section where we have different images and the text on them. I have shown you how you can build this part of the build quite easily by using Flexbox and CSS Grid. And the last part of the build is this footer section which we have built with a Flexbox. Here we have navbar, the logo which we have used in the navbar, and these social icons. We have a copyright text and these menu items. So this is the end of the tutorial. If you haven't subscribed this channel yet, I hope you should join this channel, or you can join this community. I will upload irregular projects and tutorials about front-end development on this channel. So I hope you will enjoy it and you will get a lot of value by subscribing this channel. So have a nice day, because this is the end of this tutorial.
Tell me pretty lies,